How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with a surprise video, and this one, oh man, it's a long overdue video, and hope everyone had a wonderful new year, and hope everyone has a fantastic and a much better new year. This is more of a first impressions and a little bit of talk about Emerson knives, and this is a long overdue video because I wanted to make this video when I first got into Emerson blades, and that's a little bit of a story. This model, the 0640 from CT, collaboration with Emerson, always, it caught my eye since it first came out. It was a bit expensive for me at the time, and again now it is. But I managed at a good point in last year to acquire this piece, but it wasn't just like that. Also, the A100, the first time I saw it, it caught my attention, but I wasn't sure about Emerson knives and this chisel V ground chisel edge. I wasn't sure about that, especially on the CQC7. But I looking at reviews from the Zero Tolerance 0640, I came across a channel, which this is basically the reason for this video. I have two reasons. First, a first impressions thing, and second, a big shout out. And the shout out is to Cal O Blades. He's a friend of mine, and he's the person that I know of has a freaking fantastic collection of Emersons and other blades, of course, but he has this wonderful passion about Emerson blades. And he has also a channel and a YouTube channel, which is Cal O, KAL 0. I think it's 0 or O. I don't know. It might be O. Cal O, and then Blades. Look for him in YouTube. And then in Instagram, again, it's the same, KALOPR. And he's just the most knowledgeable person I know about Emerson blades. And I asked him, we started to chat in Instagram, and I kept on coming back and asking him things about Emersons, and he just, he convinced me without trying to convince me about the quality of these blades. And so I decided to buy the CT 0640. And I don't remember if this is inspired in a model that is no longer for sale. I don't remember if it's the Viper. I think it's the Viper or Scorpion. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. I do think it's the Viper. But anyways, so I bought the CT, and then he asked for my address and told me, I'm gonna send you some things your way. And he sent me these two blades, the A100 Super and the CQC8 full size. Oh man, that was a fantastic unboxing, And well, I just thought he sent them for review, and he told me, he surprised me, and he told me pick one, and that's courtesy of Texas. I was just blown out of my mind, and I really wanted to thank him and give him this shout out, because it is really thanks to him and his patience and answering questions and guiding me that I got hooked on Emerson blades, and so hooked that it is the only brand I can think of, and that's a big statement on my behalf. It is the only brand I can think of that I could possibly want to collect all of their models, really. And I do enjoy many other brands. My passion as well for Hinderers, and then for the Trinity Striders and Sabenzas as well, but that's just out of proportion. And on the other hand, we have these great, fantastic blades that when you get them in hand, of course the CT is a bit more, how do you say, it's a bit nicer, a bit more gentleman-like. But the thing about Emersons, you know it's a knife. When you see these blades, and especially when you get them in hand, you know it's a knife and you know what's going to do. And when you start cutting with these things and using this grind and edges, they're freaking fantastic, absolutely. And you can hard use these things, and you can food prep fantastically. I have a picture in my Instagram where I don't remember what I cooked with, and I sliced with the CQC8. And man, did I enjoy using that blade in the kitchen. Not only because of the size, but the grind on this is just fantastic. And from there, I went on and got me the Rendezvous from Knife Center. And in the beginning, it had a big problem with lock stick or deadlock. I don't recall which is which. But I wrote to them, and it's just a pleasure working with Knife Center. It really is. And they fixed everything, and I sent the blade back, and they gave me another one that came with a little bit of lock stick. But then I learned, because I'm also learning, I continue to learn, that it is common on this brand that comes with a little bit of lock stick, and that it's not bad. So that's something that with time I will tell you. But so far, and some months into this, I can say it's real. And I used a bit of graphite and Sharpie, both of them, and it fixed the problem. And so far it wore off, and they're working fantastic. So wait for the review on each of them. But I just wanted to guide people to Edwin is his name. I'm also forget about my I do have a weak memory because of some things, health issues. But and that's why I didn't remember when I mentioned him in a video in the past. But anyways, I wanted to really honor Edwin. He's a wonderful person, and his videos are just short and precise, and he's just a very charismatic and well versed in the world of Emerson blades. So if you have a doubt on whether you should buy an Emerson or get into them, well, first of all, I'm jealous because if it's difficult for you guys to get one, it's more difficult for me in Mexico to get one of these blades. And I really, really enjoy and love them. Like I said, there's no doubt what you have in your hands. No doubt at all. It's a knife, and it's a knife that's gonna work well, and you can rely on this tool. At least that's the sense I get on them. The steel on their blades, at least these ones, is 154 and 20 CV, I think. 20 CV, CPM 20 CV. And the liners, the construction is in titanium and G10, a wonderful G10. Yeah, it destroys a bit the pocket, but I love it. I love the grippiness of that. And the Emerson Wave and the thumb disc. It's just fantastic. If you just want a tool that's gonna last you, go ahead and ask Edwin and try one, because, and this was my entry level, and I love this CT because of the classiness. That's the word I was looking for, the classiness. But there is a jump from, and not a bad jump, but there is a big difference between this and this. These, I'm not afraid of using any of these three in any situation. And I love carrying them. I wish I could carry them more, but I do try to carry them as much as I can. So anyways, as first impressions, it might leave a lot of doubts, but I did wanted to guide some of you guys to Edwin's channel, and Instagram. Go follow him. Ask him whatever doubts you may have. He's wonderful. And a big shout out to my friend Edwin from Cal O Blades. And well, that's all I have for today. And hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Professor EDC out.